Number 91, what is the simple interest of 6,000 at 8% for 3 months? Okay, so gamitan lang natin ito ng direct formula. Para sa simple interest, ang formula natin ay I is equal to PRT. P times R times T. I is the interest, P is the principal, R is the rate, and T is time in year. Okay, so in year lagi itong time. So ano ba yung mga given natin dito? Itong 6,000, ito yung principal. Ang R natin, laging yung may percent. So 8%, ito yung rate natin. And then 3 months, ito yung ating time. Kailangan itong months i-convert natin sa year ito. So anong conversion natin? 1 year is equal to 12 months. Okay, so substitute lang natin directly. So ang P natin ay 6,000. Tapos ang rate natin 8%, i-convert natin ito. Pwedeng decimal, pwedeng fraction. So ang 8% equal yan sa 0.08 in decimal or in fraction, that is 8 over 100. So sa example na ito, mas maganda gawin nating fraction 8 over 100 kasi makakancel agad dito yan. Okay? Yung 100, pwede na agad makancel itong dalawang zero dito. So wala na agad siya. Okay? And then, itong time natin, 3 months, so gagawin natin 3 over 12. Bakit 3 over 12? Kasi ang 1 year ay equal sa 12 months. So 3 months na lang yung given natin, i-divide natin sa 12. Okay, so i-simplify na natin ito. So meron tayong 60 na lang ito times 8 times 3 over 12. Pwedeng i-lowest term pa itong 3 at 12. I-divide natin parehas sa 3. 3 divided by 3, that is 1. 12 divided by 3, that is 4. Okay? And then meron pa tayong 8 and 4. Pwedeng i-divide pa parehas sa 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 4 divided by 4 is 1. Itong 100, magiging 1 na rin ito, pero baliwala na yung mga 1 sa denominator. So ano na lang yung natira na lang natin ay 60 and then may 2 pa tayo dito. So 60 times 2. Yung mga 1, baliwala na yan. So 60 times 2, therefore the interest is equal to 120. So the correct answer is letter B, 120. Okay, so next number, number 92. A recipe calls for 2 cups of milk for every 7 cups of flour. A chef will use 28 cups of flour. How many cups of milk must he have? So pag ganitong mga problem, recipe problem, automatic yan ay direct variation or direct proportion. Okay? So direct proportion yan. Kasi syempre, kapag dumami yung cups of milk, dadami din syempre yung cups of flour. Okay? So kaya direct proportion yan. So i-set up lang natin, M for milk na lang and then F for flour. So anong given natin? 2 cups of milk para daw sa 7 cups of flour. And then a chef will use 28 cups of flour. So 28 itong flour. How many cups of milk must he have? So lagyan natin ito ng variable, let's say N. So madali lang isolve ito by inspection lang kasi yung 7 cups of flour naging 28. Madaling makita kung saan minultiply. 7 times what number equals 28? So times 4 lang ito. 7 times 4 is 28. So itong 2, i-multiply din natin dapat sa 4. Kasi pag ratio and proportion or direct proportion, kung anong minultiply sa isa, i-multiply din dun sa isa. So therefore, 2 times 4, itong value ng n natin ay 8. Okay? So the correct answer is letter A, 8. Or pwede nating i-set up ang ating proportion. Kung hindi nyo agad nakita ito by inspection, set up nyo yung proportion. So we have 2:7. 2:7 equals n is to 28. Or sa fraction form, magiging siyang 2 over 7 equals n over 28. So kahit alin ang gamitin natin dyan kapag fraction, cross multiply. So ayan, unahin natin itong may variable, 7 times n. So we have 7n equals 2 times 28. So dito sa kabila ganun din, product of means, yung nasa loob, 7n equals product ng extremes, yung nasa labas. So 2 times 28. So same lang, 7n equals 2 times 28. So divide both sides by 7. Therefore, the value of n is, unahin ang divide. So 28 divided by 7, that is 4. And then i-multiply natin, 2 times 4 is 8. So therefore, n is equal to 8, letter A pa din. So dito, ganun din, mga kakalabasan. N equals 8. So next number, number 93. The first angle of a quadrilateral is 50 degrees. The second is twice the first. And the third is the same as the second. What is the measure of fourth angle? So sa quadrilateral, mag-draw tayo ng kahit anong quadrilateral. Ayan, quadrilateral. Ano ba yung property ng quadrilateral? Ano yung sum ng angle natin dito sa quadrilateral? Equal yan sa 360 degrees. Saan nanggaling yan? Bakit naging 360 degrees? Nanggaling yan sa angle sum theorem ng triangle. Sa triangle, may theorem tayo. Ang sum ng angles ng kahit anong triangle ay 180 degrees. Sa quadrilateral, kung mapapansin nyo, dalawang triangle yung nabuo natin. So 180 degrees din ito. So therefore, sa kahit anong quadrilateral, ang sum niyan ay 360 degrees. So gamitin natin yung formula. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 equal daw sa 360 degrees. So substitute natin yung mga given natin base sa problem. So sabi the first angle of a quadrilateral is 50 degrees. So itong angle 1, lagyan natin ng 50 degrees. Plus angle 2. The second is twice the first. So twice daw na itong first, so 50 times 2. So ang angle 2 natin ay magiging 100 degrees. Okay? The third is the same as the second. So ang third daw same sa second, so another 100 degrees. Itong angle 4, lagyan na lang natin ng x, equals 360 degrees. Solve for x. Okay? So solve for x, i-add natin itong tatlo. 50 plus 100 plus 100, that is 250 degrees plus x equals 360 degrees. Isang step na lang. To solve for x, transpose 250 to the other side, magiging siyang negative, or simply subtract 250 degrees to both sides. Subtract tayo ng 250 para makancel ito. Zero na kasi yan. So therefore, the value of x is 360 minus 250, that is 110 degrees, which is letter C, 110 degrees. So next number, number 94, what is the ratio? Write the ratio to the lowest term for 4 hours to 30 minutes. 4 hours to 30 minutes, ang common mistake dito, ang nagiging sagot nila ay 4:30, letter D. Mali po itong letter D. So tandaan nyo, sa ratio and proportion, kailangan same lagi ang unit. Same unit lagi kapag gumagamit tayo ng ratio and proportion. So magkaiba ito, yung isa hours, yung isa minutes. So kailangan nating i-convert yung isa. Kahit alin sa kanila, convert yung hours sa minutes or convert yung minutes sa hour. Okay? So sulat muna natin, 4 hours is to 30 minutes. Para ma-lowest term natin, sabi write the ratio to lowest term, kailangan i-convert natin parehas. Magkaparehas dapat. So 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Okay? So i-convert na lang natin itong hours kasi magiging fraction pa ito eh. So 1 hour to is 60 minutes. So ang gagawin natin dito, i-multiply lang natin sa 60. 4 times 60, so that is equal to 240 minutes na siya. 240 minutes is 230 minutes. So ngayon, i-lowest term natin. Sabi, lowest term dapat. Saan pwedeng i-divide ang 240 at 30? Pwede yang i-divide parehas sa 30. So itong 30 divided by 30, 1 na lang yan. Yun, pwede na palang hindi, letter C na, yun lang yung may 1. So 20, tanggalin natin itong dalawang 0. 24 divided by 3, that is 8. So therefore, the answer is 8:1, which is letter C. Okay? So another solution, kung ang ginamit nyo ay, kung ang gusto nating i-convert ay yung itong minutes, so 30 minutes, ang 30 minutes equal yan sa 0.5 or 1/2. So magiging itong 1/2 hour. So 1/2 hour, tas itong isa 4 hours. Okay? So gawin natin, dahil fraction ito, gawin nating whole number, multiply natin both by 2. So 1/2 times 2, that is equal to 1. 4 times 2, that is 8. So same answer, 8:1, letter C pa din. Okay? So last number for this video, number 95. 35% of 250 is 87.5. Which term is the appropriate term referring to 87.5? So, mga terms lang ito. So, sa ganitong percentage problem, automatic itong may percent. 35%, ito yung rate. Kung ano yung may percent, yun yung rate. So, mali na ito. So, tinatanong, which term is the appropriate term referring to 87.5? So ano ba itong 250? Yung base natin, ito yung laging kadugtong nung off. 35% off 250. Okay? Yung kadugtong lagi nung word na off. So itong 250 natin, ang tawag dyan ay base. Dyan kasi nakabase lagi. 35% off 250. So 250 yan yung base natin. Yan yung 100%. Okay? So wala nang natitira, no? So percentage rate base. Tanggal na rin itong base. Itong percent naman, same lang yan nung rate. Yan. Yung percent, yan yung rate. So therefore, ang 87.5, yan yung percentage. So ang percentage, ayan, yung may is, 35% of 250 is 87.5. So ito yung percentage. So or wala nang natira sa mga choices natin, letter A na lang yung magiging sagot natin. Pag minultiply natin yung rate tsaka yung base, yun yung magiging percentage. So yun na nga yung 87.5. So ang kailangan nyo lang tandaan palagi dito itong base. Kasi itong rate naman, kung ano yung may percent automatic, yun na yung rate. Tapos yung base, laging yung may kadugtong ng off or yung number pagkatapos ng off. 350% off 250. So, yun lagi yung base. So, yung natitirang number, tatlo lang naman yan, automatic, yun na yung percentage. Okay? So, that is 87.5. Okay, so that's all. So, thank you for watching. I hope may natutunan kayo sa video na ito at kung meron kayong math problem ay i-comment nyo lang po or i-PM nyo ako sa aking messenger, RJ Enseñado. So, kita-kita po tayo sa next video natin, number 96 to 100. So kung first time nyo, huwag nyo pong kakalimutan mag-subscribe. Subscribe at follow sa Facebook. Bye-bye and God bless.